Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. As always, want to thank everybody for their support over at Patreon. Feel free to join us over there for as little as $1 a month. You'll get exclusives and live drops where we'll watch them together.
It's definitely a lot of fun, and we do want to say thank you to Steve. He's our latest Patreon. Thank you, Steve.
Yes, thank you, Steve, very much. Plus, we can speak a little freer. Certainly then on YT. So, Lionsgate, it's that time of the year again. 8/8. I swear it seems like it's only ever a month away. To me, anyway, it just seems like it's just always right there.
Well, there's a reason for that, it's just the way the strangeness is, and I think it's only because of our human bodies that we're wanting things to stay stable and normal, and we have that need. I mean, the human mind is way different than what's outside of the human mind, so we got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And, as the world is transitioning towards a new era, use that term, new age, send some screaming, crying, no, don't say that. But yes, it is true. Our perceptions are changing. We are regaining lost abilities. We are awakening. Not everybody at the same pace. That's the thing to realize. And there's a lot more to this than meets the eye with the different lineages of many different people that are on this planet. Because again, this planet is itself a recreation of a previous planet that was destroyed in what we call the Draconian Lyran Wars. And so we are going to give you a channeling that just happened. And it was information given to us by the Arcturians, and the Arcturians have always been with us, and they are amazing healers. They are very high density beings. From my understanding, and Cindy could correct me, I believe them to be what we would call sixth density for the most part. So when you look at sixth density, I think it's the beginning of a collective. It's beginning to understand the unity of life on a much higher level than humans on Earth at this point in time. The vast majority can't even comprehend. Yet some do have inklings, and there are always those beings that we would call ascended masters that come down and share their wisdom and their vision with us. So this is coming from the Arcturians, and it's also coming from the Lyrans. Now, Lyra is the home of the human species, again, to my understanding, and also to what we would call feline humanoid beings.
Mm-hmm. Right, and let's not forget these beings are very much connected to, now it's been my experience that a lot of people who are born in the summer months have very strong connections to Lyra. I find that to be very interesting because if you look at Leo, and if you look at Regulus, that's the heart of the lion, and they have just really strong connections. It's not the only connection because the species are very mixed up, but many people that are born in summer tend to have the stronger connections with Lyrans.
Yeah, absolutely. And as everything is coming out more and more, there are certain patterns you can see, just like those CONS piracy theories. The fact that one after another is proven to be a reality. And I think back to maybe early 90s, late 80s, when I was more late 80s, when I was treading down the path of discovering things like this, like the Lyra Draco Draconian Wars, and just becoming aware of the fact that everything that we see is really it's part of a much bigger thing, a much bigger war that has been going on, just like Star Wars a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Well, this is a long, long time ago, and it's in our galaxy, and And it does actually span more than just our galaxy, more than our dimension or density. It's huge. And in fact, it is still ongoing. It's still going full steam. And we, as humans on this planet, have been kept in the dark in the Kali Yuga as to the fact of this, that there is an abundance of life out there. Life is the norm. The universe itself, all universes are created for the exploration of consciousness. That's just a fact. And this is just what so many beings from so many different star systems would not even think of as kindergarten. It's just something that you inherently know.
I think right now what we have is a lack in connection with the higher self, a lack in communication and connection. So I think that's what this channeling was about. It was about opening those channels and allowing this connection to happen and to occur, and helping people get grounded and bringing an understanding of what exactly is the Lion's Gate. And since we are all unique, we are all different, we all have our own song. And when I say song, I mean you vibrate at a different frequency than everyone else. So that means information is going to connect to you the way it needs to connect to you. And that's what I like about this this format of channeling as it turns 11:11 while we're talking about it on 8/8. That was that's fun. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on 8/8. Anyhow, this is a little different format channeling. I liked it. I felt more comfortable with it. It was easier to allow. And now I don't know if the rest of you are having like dizziness problems today or anxiety, and the Schumann is up. There's a lot going on, but everything has a lot to do with this portal too. So make yourself comfortable while you listen to it. And I think that will be helpful in receiving the information you need to receive for yourself in this lifetime.
Yes, absolutely. So again, the existence of these beings doesn't depend on our consciousness recognizing that they exist, because they exist whether or not we acknowledge them or not. But however, at the same time, connecting to them does. And so, again, sometimes it'll come as subtle messages, as I've shared with you guys when I was doing energy work on people on a regular basis. I kept getting the more gifted of the ones I was working on saying there's a dark-haired lady that has a message for you, and it turned out to be Lakshmi. And so she was just wanting to get across that she's been trying to help me, and I was kind of ignoring or going counter to everything she was trying to do in a positive light to get me on this path. Because again, we have free will, and a lot of times we kind of overrule the higher self when we're in the bodies, or from being grabbed by the system, where the system gets you preoccupied with other things that the higher self had totally different intentions of. This is what the system does, is it waylays us. And it also gives us belief systems that make you fearful of connecting to what it actually is, benevolent beings out there. Instead, it tries to keep the control such that the only ones you really are communicating to are the dark ones out there that control this dark matrix that Earth has been wrapped up in. Yet the light is shining brighter all the time, and the end of the dark matrix controlling the totality of the Earth is really at hand. And again, they are beings that will do their best to keep us in the dark as long as they can. And then they want to salvage, they want to save as many individuals as they can for their human batteries, their human energy needs. And perhaps even at some point in time transfer them back to Mars or a different planet or onto other ships to still be human energy resources and even energetic buffet, so to speak. But those that are awake and those that are in the process of awakening, which can be very uncomfortable, are discovering that this matrix that's been trying to sell us something is doing just that, and it doesn't have the best of intentions. And so the awakened ones, the star seeds that are coming online, are literally creating these portals and also creating new pathways that are going to lead to the freedom of many here on Earth. And the recognition that every single one of us is a co-creator. We don't have to go by any one paradigm, as they constantly try to sell us on one size fits all. Everything from, one size fits all to sex and everything that goes along with it. Think about when you get hired on to jobs and stuff. They give you a script. You can't be yourself. You gotta conform. You gotta become a human robot that doesn't, they don't think you have the ability to think or create. Well, they want you to think that you don't have the ability to think or create, because what you are, in fact, are creators, constantly creating the potential for a new reality. They certainly don't want that to happen, do they?
No, that would be devastating to them.
Okay, so this is a channeling of a little different sort. We would channel more. Again, it depends on health. Channeling can be very, very taxing on the physical body, especially when you're bringing down 6 density energies, 5th density, 6th density energies down into the human vehicle. The human body, unless it is well prepared for this, is going to have a hard time holding these energies. And so, it's been a case where, yes, we would love to channel every day, but we also want to keep Cindy healthy. And so, they come in spurts. So this one we will share with you now.
Okay, so this information is going to be coming from the Lyrans and the Arcturians?
Yes, this information that we're receiving today is going to be coming from the Lyrans and the Arcturians. What they're telling me is information incoming is not going to be in an English format that I can understand clearly. It's going to be coming through vibrational mode, as the Lyrans and the Arcturians have a different way of speaking, but they do want to get the information through to the best of their ability. They're asking to give the channel 10 minutes to center herself.
Okay.
And normally I would cut this out, but I want you to see the process.
It may be less, but 10 minutes, maybe. Sending the information up. Opening my channels. Opening my vessel. Opening the chakras. Opening the upper chakras. Adjusting chakras. Moving channel into position. The information being received may be slow to come. Sending information. Sending information. Asking all that who wish to receive to open their crown chakra, heart chakra, and solar plexus. Recreating human status, greater understanding, more positive energy flow. Connecting to the portal. Sending information. The vessel is receiving. Due to the complexities of these upgrades, we ask for your patience. Humans, every year you create this portal. You make it stronger. You make it more valid. Please understand that you are the creators of this portal. It is not us. It is your energy that allows us to send and receive from your higher chakras, from your extended chakras. Noting that this portal will be upgraded and strengthened every year. As you may have noticed, it does seem that time changes around this energy every year because the portal is being strengthened. It is being utilized to give you the upgrades that you need or that you desire. You are the creator of the information that comes into your vessel. We are sending those who are willing to receive information on energetic healing, healing themselves, healing others, healing the planet. These upgrades can take several weeks to process and understand and merge with your energy field. Common side effects or common complaints are confusion, forgetfulness, being unaware of your surroundings at times, misunderstanding. Even though you are always moving into a higher frequency when you are working on yourself. During the Lion's Gate portal, it is expanded. It is sped up. This creates a mismatch of alignment energy between your 3D self and the higher frequencies. This is what can cause the disconnect, but we assure you, as you continue to focus on yourself, your mind, body, breath, you will reconnect. You will become regrounded and recentered in a new reality. Perception changes, perspective changes. Ever so slowly, allow this to take time. time is key for so many things that you may not understand, but it is the best way we have to bring you understanding while you're in your 3D bodies having this experience. You will notice time speeds up and time slows down. This is not an illusion. This is simply what is happening. The only thing that keeps time stable in your 3D world are the clocks that you look at. They are holding time stable for you. But make no mistake, time is speeding up and time is slowing down at certain intervals, depending on if you are changing timelines, splitting timelines, or if you are trying to create a new reality. Manifestation comes into play when we are dealing with time slowing down and speeding up. Putting this information into a journal, writing it down, your thoughts, feelings, and if you want to take action toward a manifested reality, this is when you want to do it, when you feel these times are changing or change in time. We are sending information of understanding to your higher chakras and your extended chakras. We do thank you for your service and your connection to this portal, as we cannot make the portal without you. And we cannot send and receive information from this portal without your belief that it exists. You are the creators. Stand in your power. Stand in your truth. If you find yourself feeling confused or overwhelmed, slow down. Take care of yourself. Show higher self that you care. All of these upgrades will be helping you connect with higher self in your 3D body. As we move up in frequency and as the world changes, you change. You will see things differently. From your 3D body, you may have a higher 4D or 5D perspective. We do want to help you understand, or even bring deeper understanding to how many yet how few of you that there are. The few of you that are bringing in these frequencies are very important, because your energy is very powerful in helping to lift the collective. Do not fall into despair. Do not fall into worry. What is happening simply is. There's no changing it. The only thing you need to do is be the best version of yourself. We are feeling that these upgrades and downloads that have been being received, sent and received, are coming to a close. We ask that you hold for a moment and allow us to finish sending this information and carefully close this channel. This is information that can be overwhelming. We want to do it very carefully and very slowly. We thank you for your time and patience and understanding, and please continue to connect to us. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So that was...
Slowing and closing.
Okay, there we go.
The solar plexus. Slowing. Closing heart chakra. Slowing. Closing throat chakra. Slowing. Closing pineal. Crown. Extended chakras. Thank you for receiving the updates. We will release the channel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anything else that you want to get across?
Just that we need to be very patient with ourselves and patient with the world, and realize that when a frequency changes, it's kind of a big deal. It's when we talk with people and work with people that are not at our frequency, things may seem different, or they may be different, or we may completely misunderstand them, or they might misunderstand us. And the guides are reminding me that we are in Mercury retrograde as well, so this can create difficulties, problems, and we have a tendency to spin things out of control in our mind. But we're okay, we're grounded if we're connecting to higher self, doing our best to be our best selves. That's really all we can do, and no amount of fight or struggle can help us be better. We're already doing the best we can do with what we have. The guides are showing me a cat, a cougar in particular. I'm not sure what the cougar has to do with this. Maybe it's because we're at the Lion's Gate. Maybe it has to do with Lyrans. I don't know. Maybe the cougar is a monitor. The cougar is a protector. I don't know if this message is for somebody else, or the cougar stays above you, but there's a cougar involved here. Maybe this is for someone else that's listening.
What color?
It's a cougar color, like the tan with the black points. It's a wild cougar. It comes and it goes. I think this is ours, or possibly someone else's guardian, and it's making itself known today. It could be a guardian over everyone who is listening right now, but it's making itself known, and it's standing up and guarding. It's guarding the crown chakra. So, for whoever this is for, whether it be for us or anyone, know that that cougar is there and has the best of intentions for you, and is asking to be soul animal or animal totem. Okay, and then of course that the lion is now showing himself. He is a guardian, always has been. So anyone who has connections with the lion, understand that your lion is still very much there and very much helping you and working with you in all different aspects.
rainbow. The rainbow is very significant, having to do with strengthening the energy body and connecting you with your guides, angels, spirit animals, animal totems, and your chakras. Keep the rainbow. Understand that you can make your own rainbows. You can strengthen your own connection with all of your guides, angels, totems to get clearer information. And I think that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was it for the channeling. And what were you getting there?
Oh, just when we were talking about the cougar energy, I didn't grab it at the time, but while we were listening, the cougar energy is a guardian for the Lionsgate Collective. So it's when I say cougar energy, we look at cougars, we look to see what are their strong points, and why was that frequency, or you could call it a cougar frequency, because that's the frequency that is over this Lionsgate portal that was installed during this Lionsgate year. So that information will probably be explained by other people in different ways, but this is how I got it.
Well, the first one I look at here is if a cougar has approached you, it's an indication that you have come into your own power.
Ooh, wow.
Now it's time to take the lead of the situation. It's time to be strong. Cougar is here to let you know that it's time to leap into all opportunities made available to you. So using the power of intention to be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. It's all about leadership, standing behind convictions, confidence, clever awareness, learning the proper use of power, messenger between human and divine beings, absolutely balanced, steadfast, responsible, dependable, a spiritual warrior, clairvoyance, also Mother Goddess Earth energy. So, it is definitely appropriate because, again, when we look at the system, it's so obvious the system is not about those things. It's about compliance and conformity. It's again, a one-size-fits-all approach, whether it's in religion as opposed to spirituality. Religion is very much something that becomes dogmatic, it becomes structured, where spirituality is up to the individual, your connection to the divine. What do you feel like? And that could change.
That definitely changes, and what I think these upgrades on this Lionsgate did is give us the ability to stand with ourselves and stand in our own song and make sure that we are staying strong and know that, I mean, for many of us, we've had a lot of trauma, we've had a lot of difficulties, we've had a lot of very sticky, yucky situations, but all of those have been given to us for growth. And we look at them as blessings because they teach us. They have something to teach us, and they have a way to direct us, and we have a deeper understanding. So that's what we do when we look back and we realize, oh gosh, I've made so many mistakes. What if I'm wrong now? Well, usually all those prior mistakes helps your guidance for where you're at right now. So you do stand in your own power, but always remain teachable.
Absolutely. So again, be authentic, be you, and there's no shame in that. But first, for so many, it's discovering who you are. Because again, so many people have taken on the identity that has been given to them by society and by the system, and really don't have touch with who they are. They think of themselves in terms that society has given us, whether that's identifying with a political ideology, a religion, even just nationalities, tribalism, education, everything. This is all energies that for many people are going to be being shed by people as they ascend up through the consciousness ladder. You're going to be leaving a lot of these things behind, and you're going to find that many things no longer resonate, things that did resonate in the past. But that is a good thing, because again, we're leaving a Kali Yuga and we're looking to explore a whole new period of time, which is relative to the person experiencing it. Again, time itself is not a constant. It is absolutely relative.
Indeed.
So thank you guys again. As always, much love, source bless, and namaste.
Namaste.